Recently, we have all been focusing on big things and great feats of Batman, and hardly remembered to enjoy the little things about Batman which made him different from the rest of the heroes. Little things, when they come together, make a vast and significant difference, separating Batman from the rest.
Who are you?
Bats, you're starting to scare me.
Therefore, in today's video, I'm going to bring you 10 little things about Batman that cannot be seen in any other hero or villain. One, Batman won't stop anywhere unless it's a... The name Bat, or the Night of Night, says it all. Long hours without sleep, midnight drives across cities or farmlands are not a big problem for the Caped Crusader. However, if you have to fight a psychic doctor, save his victims, and breeze through the night, even Batman can reach a limit. When he does, all he needs is 3 shots of caffeine, and the Big Bat is back in business.
Give me a triple. Now.
2. Disclaimer. All the information gathering is for investigations and detective work. Do you know what DC means? It means Detective Comics. Batman, who meets the reader through the Batman comic series, which is published by DC Comics, didn't have his own series in the beginning. Batman first appeared in Detective Comics number 27, published on March 30th, 1939, which is now worth more than $1 million, making it one of the most valuable comic books ever. Therefore, it is not hard for us to figure out Batman's core skills and abilities. He is the master detective. In his prime, he made Superman, Darkseid, and even Amanda Waller powerless in front of his detective skills. However, the world's greatest detective will sometimes use his title for other purposes, such as stalking his girlfriend. And...
Batman.
Care to tell me what's going on?
I'm sorry, I have to go.
Computer, track coordinates on Javelin 7.
And...
You're keeping late hours.
You should talk. Checking up on me?
All that tracking is for investigations and detective work only. 3. He is so strict, even his best buddy or girlfriend won't get a free pass. He is the most disciplined hero in the DC universe, and as incredible as it sounds, it is not without its side effects. For example, he cannot stand clumsiness.
I got one! I just flipped Batman!
And if you are one to fool around, you are surely going to end up getting blacklisted.
Give me a second to catch.
Wally West is the one who is depicted as the Flash in the Justice League, and the guy is somewhat of a happy-go-lucky fella who likes to fool around.
What's this do?
That's not helping.
Not only Flash, even Superman becomes extra cautious when dealing with Batman.
Don't touch that.
Oops.
Don't touch anything. We don't know what kind of powers we're dealing with.
As sometimes he too has to walk on eggshells around him to not make any mistakes and face Batman's wrath.
Sent him off to the Phantom Zone, didn't you? Cadmus is right to be scared. The human race wouldn't stand a chance. What would stop you from doing what that Superman did?
There's always that kryptonite you carry around.
You don't get to joke! Not today.
4. Batman feels jealous too. Out of all the heroes, he's the one with the least emotional expressions and always tries to be vigilant in any situation. Batman is famous for being dark and cold-hearted.
I sensed your presence earlier because I thought I heard your heartbeat. I was wrong. You have no heart.
But there are a few incidents which have revealed his worldly emotions. Jealousy is one among them. You might not have expected that from him straight away, and that is for a special lady in his life.
You really are a Wonder Woman. What does she see in that man?
At this time, she is his girlfriend. While others were dumbfounded with billionaire Bruce Wayne being the Batman, Diana was fascinated with Wally's red hair.
Hold on a second here. What about the whole secret identity thing? I mean, I trust you guys, but I'm not sure I'm ready to...
Wally West, Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne.
Show off.
Red hair. It suits you.
You think?
Change, now.
However, in her defense, she knew Batman's secret identity way before others at the time when Bruce and Diana went dancing together. As odd as it may sound, Batman also felt jealous towards the Joker for making out with Harley in Batman Telltale Series 2, The Enemy Within. In earlier episodes, Harley was making out with Bruce. However, in the latter part of the story, she shifted towards the Joker, which incited jealousy inside Batman. 5. He embezzles money. In the night, he is the vigilante Batman. In the day, he is billionaire Bruce Wayne. The two characters help each other from time to time. When Bruce Wayne wanted to get the contract for the Gotham Children's Hospital, he received help from Batman. And when Batman needs some money, okay, not just some, but a large sum, maybe a few billion. Who does he turn to other than Bruce Wayne and Wayne Enterprises? However, Bruce can't take money out of Wayne Enterprises willy-nilly as it's a publicly listed corporation. He has to show the cash outflows in a comprehensive way. So when you need money out of your PLC for a cause you cannot reveal, investing in an overseas fund or a paper company are some of the options apart from funding an R&D project.
Incredible. Do your stockholders know about this, Bruce? A line item hidden in the aerospace R&D budget.
And it also has a fully stocked kitchen.
They don't have these on Themyscira.
6. When Batman meets someone for the first time. If it's a lady, you'll try to hit on her.
Whoa, where have you been all my life?
And if it's a gent, you'll try to befriend him.
Batman's real?
Yeah, he's over there.
Wait, what? It is a real honor to meet you, sir. Batman. Sir, Batman, sir.
That is the intention of most folks when you meet someone for the first time. But we all know Batman is definitely not most folks. He is a deviation from the Gaussian distribution.
Boo.
So what do you expect from Batman when you meet him for the first time?
All right, Riddler, time to go.
Okay, enough!
That's impossible. The data stamp on the virus. You uploaded it the day we met. Boy, that's all.
7. He is not right all the time. Out of all the Leaguers, he has the highest success rate when it comes to decision-making, and even the villains respect Batman for his supreme intellectual skills.
We can trade IQ scores when you're behind bars, Riddler.
Would that be your IQ? Or the Batman's?
Yet, even he can sometimes fixate heavily on the ideals and details, forgetting the present moment in worldly life.
It's simple. Get on board, or get out of the way.
While many don't dare to question his decisions and authority, Superman once tried to relay that shortcoming to him.
You know something, Bruce? You're not always right.
And also, even though he sacrificed his childhood for the greater good, he shouldn't fixate on what he can give and deliver, but on the well-being of himself as well. He must take care of himself also.
Circumstances aside, it was kind of enjoyable to be a kid again.
I haven't been a kid since I was 8 years old.
8. Batman goes anonymous to get advice from villains. Sometimes Batman gets stuck too. After ransacking his brain for answers, he would go to the anonymous chat room where he could get any leads or take advice on the ongoing investigations. Detective Chimp is one of the characters Batman constantly talks to, and the other one is 9. He too accepts reality. Batman is the epitome of never giving up. We have seen it dozens of times. How Batman, against all odds, rising from the ashes, becomes victorious. His very presence in the Justice League gives the readers and viewers the idea of the capability of a human being.
Batman?
It can't be.
However, it is not a story of fantasy for Batman to achieve everything by himself.
But I had to come up with something if you weren't going to.
I couldn't. Not with him anticipating everything I could ever think of.
That is why he too sometimes yields to reality.
You grabbed power, and with that power, we've made a world where no 8-year-old boy will ever lose his parents because of some punk with a gun.
You win.
10. He can't wait to have. We all know Bruce Wayne as the handsome party boy who has slept with many women. On the other hand, Batman himself isn't that bad either, following right along the footsteps of Bruce Wayne. Wayne's actions make him a less likely candidate to be Batman. That's the image we get when we see him. And it protects him from getting his cover blown in public. However, when we think about Batman, whose cover is he protecting? Maybe he is really impatient when it comes to sex. Catwoman is not the only one who craved Batman. There is one more. So guys, did you enjoy the video? If you can, please donate to my Patreon page. That will be a huge benefit for me to speed up the video creation process. And remember to comment your ideas down below.